Joy and Jack Jack are 2-year-old cats, and they are brother and sister. They have radial hypoplasia,
also known as twisty cats,
which means they have their front 2 legs are turned inwards. From what we've gathered so far, it has not slowed them down at all.
Joy and Jack Jack came from a not good situation. Joy and Jack Jack have lived their entire life in a small cage. Living in a cage isn't what causes radial hypoplasia. We have spoken to our vet, Dr. Tom, and he has said that it's likely the pregnant mum was infected with some kind of virus, and that's why both siblings were affected. It's a sad start for Joy and Jack Jack.
But they are making up for lost time.
They sure are. Helen from Tommy's Rescue, she's a beautiful lady who has 100 cats in her care.
Well, as far as from her point of view, she actually doesn't know how many cats she's got.
She doesn't, but
she's
says
guessing
it's
about 100.
Somewhere between 50
If you don't know how many cats you've got enough cats.
Helen put out a post on Facebook, a bit of a desperate plea actually. Might there possibly be somebody out there who would come forward and adopt Joy and Jack Jack? In her experience, cats with issues like theirs struggle for a very long time or never get adopted. Helen suspected that Joy and Jack Jack possibly have never been touched. In the beginning,
didn't want to come out of their room. Terrified. These days, as soon as their door opens, they're screaming down the hallway.
Joy literally leaps off her tiny little cat tree.
Like she's skydiving.
Like she's
a big launch
paraglider or something.
Yeah, and lands on her back 2 legs first. That's why she does it.
Joy is very much more agile than little Jack Jack. He was also born without a tail, possibly a similar deformity as our dear Barney that has passed. His spine is quite arched.
Yeah, his front paws look like not only are they turned in, but they seem to be almost like he has no control over them. Whereas with Joy, you can see they're turned in, but she still has a little bit of like mobility and dexterity with them.
Even though they don't allow us to give them a cuddle or a pat.
To see how happy they are is a massive reward.
Completely unsocialized with cats, dogs and humans.
They are making progress.
Little by little. We're in no rush. We've got all the time in the world.
Donny and Daisy have cerebellar hypoplasia,
also known as
wobbly cats. Their back legs just have them under their own. Sometimes they just want to lie down in the middle of a walk down the hallway, and so they sort of collapse and fall over and lose their balance. And sometimes with Daisy, her back legs want to overtake her front legs, and all sorts of miscommunications going on there. You can see it's quite an issue for them. It can be quite a unexpected fall for them. It's out of nowhere.
Daisy falls regularly. They also very sweetly fall over when you're patting them. They are very sweet, affectionate cats.
Oh yeah, so loving.
They're so beautiful. He will brush up against your legs constantly all day. They follow you around and they are demanding of affection. Donny and Daisy were found out the back of an elderly care home. They were crying to be fed. the kind people at the home took them in to give them a meal or two, and then they have got in contact with Helen again at Tommy's rescue. Donny and Daisy have been in foster care with the amazing Tiana and Lara, who have, I think, 7 cats of their own. And they've done an amazing job of caring for Donny and Daisy. They are beautiful cats, so affectionate.
Yeah.
Helen thinks possibly they were dumped on the streets because of their condition, which is very sad, especially knowing their little personalities.
How affectionate they are.
They're so loving. I just do not know how anybody could do that. Helen's rescue is in Sydney, and she says that it is just beyond belief. Just the dumping of so many cats. So we put our hand up to adopt Donny and Daisy also, after having...
Did we? Was I included in that?
Just me. Well, Donny and Daisy,
They're a very good addition.
yeah, they're so beautiful. When we spoke to Tiana and Lara, the foster carers of Donny and Daisy, one thing that they did mention was that even though they don't have any dogs, they felt like Donny was really a dog in cat disguise. And so they were very excited about the prospect of him coming to live in a home with 20 dogs, and even more interested to see how he would react to living with dogs. And we can happily say that Donny loves dogs.
He does. We built a cat room for all of these cats in the hope that they'll all get along and they'll all be able to enjoy this room that we are dedicated to the stimulating activities and obstacles that cats all love, whilst keeping in mind their limitations. And this is just stage 1, isn't it? And we're going to then continue on to outside and into a catio.
We built the cat room with the 4 cats in mind.
Specific tailored to them.
Yes. So the room has really soft, thick, plush
Covered in carpet all the way around.
carpets. And we have tried to cover all of the surfaces, I think, in some kind of tactile surface that gives them a bit more grip.
Bit of cushioning, bit of grip, bit of help in negotiating and navigating the terrain.
And the theme is a forest theme. Because I can't do anything without a theme.
And so the room's green, just like a forest. There's plenty of plants, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, and we think that they love it.
Yeah, I think so too. I like going in there.
Yeah, we love being there. The kids love being in there. So at this stage, only Donny and Daisy are living in that room. We have plans that all 4 will live there when we build the big cat enclosure that will be connected to it. However, we're not sure now if they
If that's
will
going to get to that point.
live together in that kind of close proximity. We are trying the best we can to do everything right and be the best cat mum and dad we possibly can.
And I do feel like they're all coming out of their shell. We just need them all to get on with each other.
I think it's going to take a while,
Yeah.
but that's okay. We've got time. amount of editing I had to do last time, so he wasn't licking buttholes.
He's a butthole licker. Joey's like right in his front, just like.
I'm like just squatting,
On the edge.
Not
He's
even
having a leg workout.
pretending like I'm sitting.
Boy, on this pole you made it.
I'll just slip off to the side. We've adopted 4 cats! Woohoo! We're gonna be looking at the same this. Yes, we are.
We just felt
Okay, so
That's it.
now we might have some peace,
Some stern words.
stern words,
Now listen here, Eva.
so we can have a chat.
Be on your best behavior.
Okay, on a serious note, we're going to talk about the kitty cat, okay? Oh, yes, Frodo's trying to get some water. That's Lily. We don't need to tell Lily. Let's try to talk about the cats. Baby, oh, little baby. I really want to see. Oh, my microphone's down the couch. Okay. What was that?
I think that was a burp.
It's just burped.
Got someone's hair on his.
Tear up your nose. Beautiful spider. What were we talking about?
Boy. About our life just being.
Oh, look at her. Look how sweet she is. Sweet pie. Little pea pie. Oh my goodness, Rover's cancer down around his legs.
How did you do that?
You just do that. Oh my goodness.
So, we got Joy and Jack Jack, Donny and Daisy.
Yeah. So 2 pairs of siblings with all 4 of them had hypoplasia. Okay,